So cardiovascular system which consists of this heart and blood vessels. So blood vessels, there is a several branches of this arch of aorta, and there is a superior vena cava, inferior vena cava also including in this cardiovascular system. So not only the heart it is a hollow. You see this one are this heart. It is the pumping mechanism, and it contains this. It is pump. It is pumping mechanism, and it is contractile muscles are these cardiovascular muscles. So these are this cardiac muscle. It is the one of this type of this muscular system. So heart is a hollow, somewhat conical muscular organ. It's situated in this middle mediastinum and covered by the pericardium. It is about the size of this clenched fist in normal individual. It consists of the four chambers: right atrium, and this one are the right atrium, this one are the left atrium. Here there is a right ventricle and left ventricle. So it has a four chambers: right atrium and right ventricle. Right atrium, left atrium and left ventricle. So see, these are the right atrium. Right atrium, blood is received, deoxygen blood from the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. This one are the receiving part of the superior vena cava. Below there is inferior vena cava and coronary sinus. So right atrium is receive the blood from this superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and by coronary sinus. Blood enter the right ventricle through the right atrioventricular orifice and hence eject to the pulmonary trunk, where the blood reaches the pulmonary capillary and capillary flexes for the oxygenated. Left atrium receive the oxygenated blood via the four pulmonary vein. From there the blood enters the left ventricle through left atrioventricular orifice and subsequently eject into the ascending aorta for the distribution to the entire body. Thus, the right heart deals with this deoxygenated blood in the pulmonary circulation, and left heart deals with this oxygenated blood for the systemic circulation. So, ये वाला हुआ blood circulation of this heart. Now, features. So, external features of the heart, it contains the apex. This one at the base of this heart. This one at the surface of this heart. There is a three surface: sternocostal surface, right surface, and left surface, or the diaphragmatic surface. There is a three border surface and three border. So heart present the apex, base, and three surface. कौन सी surface आएगी? Sternocostal surface, diaphragmatic surface, and तीसरी आएगी left surface, and three border: right border, inferior border, and left border. So apex कहाँ पे होगा? You see this one at the apex. It is directed conical area formed only by the left ventricle and directed downward, forward, and to the left in the fifth intercostal space, about 9 cm from this midline and slightly below the middle to the left nipple. So apex base it is forward thrust felt in the left fifth intercostal space during this ventricular systole due to the twisting of this heart by the vertex, like the disposition of these ventricular muscles close to the apex. In normal adult, it can be felt in the left fifth intercostal space, just medial to the mid-clavicular line, at about 7 to 9 cm from the mid-sternal line. This one are the apex. Now base, or the posterior border. So this one are the base or the posterior surface. Posterior surface or the base, it is the most fixed part of the heart and somewhat quadrilateral in outline. It is directed backward and to the right, and it is formed only by the two atrial, two-thirds by the posterior surface and left atrium, and one-third by the right atrium. So this one are the formation of this base. Base किससे form हो रहा है? Also named is given the posterior surface. It is formed by the two atrium. Two-third posterior surface of the left atrium and one-third right atrium. બંને atrium થી form થાય છે base. And उसका features क्या है? Superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava is the upper and posterior part of this right atrium. Inferior vena cava open in the lower and posterior part of this right atrium. For pulmonary vein, two on each side open in posterior surface of this left atrium, and six veins enclosed in a single tube of the serous pericardium. which is arranged in the form of this inverted J. Between this limb of the J, the posterior surface is of the left atrium from the anterior boundary of this oblique pericardium sinus. A shallow vertical interatrial groove may be found between these two atria and the leak at the posterior attachment of this atrial septum. Now border. You see this diagram, there is a right border and left border. This one are the right border. So right border, it is extend from rounded and convex form only by this right atrium and extend from this right side of this opening of this superior vena cava to that of this inferior vena cava. The border is separate the base from the sternocostal surface. A shallow vertical groove known as the sulcus terminalis accompany the right border of this corresponding with crista terminalis of the right atrium. Sometimes the right border is described as a right surface. So this one are the right border. Now left or the inferior border. See this one are the inferior border. It extends from this separate sternocostal from the diaphragmatic surface. It extends from the opening of this inferior vena cava to the apex of this heart. This one here, there is the opening of this inferior vena cava. This one is the apex. So this border name is given this inferior border. So inferior border is accompanies with this marginal branch of this right coronary artery, and it corresponding vein close to the apex. It presents a notch known as the incisura apices 40, which gives passage to the anterior interventricular branch of this left coronary artery. Now left border. Here you can see this one at the left border. So left border, it is ill-defined convex border separating sternocostal and from the left surface. The extent for this left auricle to the apex of this heart with convexity directed upward and to the left. The border is accompanied with this marginal branch of this left coronary artery. So हो गए three border. First है right border, this one are the inferior border, this one are the left border. Now surface, ये वाली पूरी जो दिख रही है, this surface are the sternocostal surface. So sternocostal surface is including the anterior surface of this right atrium and auricle. This one are the right atrium and auricle. Then left atrium and left auricle. Part of this anterior surface of this left auricle. Anterior surface of this right ventricle, this one are the anterior surface of the right ventricle 2/3 part and anterior surface of this left ventricle का 1/3 part. तो ये हुआ पूरा sternocostal surface. Now दूसरी surface है diaphragmatic और the inferior surface. नीचे जो दिख रही this one are the diaphragmatic or the inferior surface. It is flat and face downward and backward. It is formed only by the two ventricle, 2/3 by the left ventricle and 1/3 by the right ventricle. तो ventricle से form हो रही है diaphragmatic surface, atrium में से form हो रही है sternocostal surface. So ventricle जो diaphragmatic surface है, it is separated from the sternocostal surface by the inferior border, the base by the posterior part of this atrioventricular groove, and from the left surface by this circle by the less defined unnamed border, which is the backward and continuous at the inferior border. So we diaphragmatic surface. Now left surface. You see this one are the behind there is a left surface. So it is directed upward, backward into the left, formed mainly by this left ventricle and partly by the left atrium and its auricle. So ये हुई left surface. तीन surface हुई sternocostal, diaphragmatic and left surface. Now I would take this chambers of this heart. So chambers of this heart, I will take the one by one chambers. First there is a right atrium. So I would like to cover the right atrium, external features, relation of external features in front, behind to the right, behind to the left, and laterally and medially. This one are the relation of this right atrium. You see first one are there is external features of this right atrium. So right atrium is extend, this one are the right atrium, it extends from this interventricular right part of this atrioventricular groove. This one are the atrioventricular groove. In right atrium form part of this sternocostal surface. Entire right border and 1/3 of this base of this heart. This one are the right border. This surface are the sternocostal surface, and there is a base of this heart. So this one are the posterior. There is a base of this heart. So right atrium, it is formed by this form part of this sternocostal entire right border and 1/3 of this base of this heart. So this one are the external features of this right ventricle. It's separate from this right atrium, separate from this right ventricle by this atrioventricular groove. Now extend from this right atrial, from this orifice of this superior vena cava. This one are the superior vena cava behind the third right costal cartilage to the orifice of this inferior vena cava. This one are the orifice of this inferior vena cava behind the sixth right costal cartilage. So this one are the superior vena cava up to this inferior vena cava. This extend of this right atrium. Now external features. External features, it is hollow conical muscular projection known as the right auricle. You see this one are the right auricle. It arises from the anterior superior part of this atrium and extend upward into the left towards the ascending aorta. This one are the ascending aorta. This one are the arch of aorta. This one are the three branches of this arch of aorta. This one are the pulmonary trunk. तो ascending aorta कहाँ पे ओपन हो रहा था? लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में, और पल्मोनरी ट्रंक कहाँ पे ओपन हो रहा है? राइट वेंट्रिकल में। सुपीरियर वेना का इंफीरियर वेना का कहाँ पे ओपन हो रहा है? राइट एट्रियम में। राइट वेंट्रिकल में आएगा पल्मोनरी ट्रंक, लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में आएगा एसेंडिंग एओर्टा एंड लेफ्ट ऑरिकल में आएगा फॉर पल्मोनरी वेन. So this one are the four chambers of this heart. So these are the extend from the superior vena cava up to this inferior vena cava, from the third right costal cartilage to the sixth right costal cartilage. So this one are the extension of this right atrium. Now external features. So it right auricle arise from this anterior superior part of this atrium and extend upward and to the left towards the ascending aorta. A shallow vertical groove known as the sulcus terminalis runs along the right border of the heart and extends between the orifice of superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. The sulcus corresponds with this crista terminalis in the interior of this right atrium. Here there is a crista terminalis, extension of this crista terminalis. Now external relation of this right atrium. In front, anterior part of this mediastinal surface of this right lung, separated by the pericardium and the pleura. So these one are the relation of this right atrium in front. Now posteriorly क्या होता है relation? Behind, to the right side there is a part of this pulmonary vein. Posterior relation में आएगा pulmonary. Posterior relation of this right ventricle, there is pulmonary vein. Behind and to the left there is a left atrium separated by this interatrial septum. Behind and left में आएगा left atrium. And laterally from within outward, three layer of this pericardium, right phrenic nerve and the pericardiophrenic vessels, mediastinal pleura, cardiac impression of the right lung in front of this high lung. This one are this lateral relation of this right atrium. Then medially there is a root of this ascending aorta and pulmonary trunk. So this one are the medially ascending aorta and pulmonary trunk. It lies medially. This lies. This one are the lateral surface. The anteriorly there is a anteriorly क्या था? Costal cartilage and pericardium. Mediastinal surface of this right lung separated by this pericardium and pleura. This one are the anterior relation. Now interior of this right atrium. You see the interior of this right atrium, there is a three-parted divide: sinus venorum, then atrium proper, then septal wall. So there is a three structures are different. First there is a sinus venorum, there is opening of this inferior vena cava, opening of this superior vena cava and opening of this coronary sinus, and formation of this venerum minimus. This one are present at the sinus venerum. Now atrium proper, there is a crista terminalis, and second one there is a musculi pectini. So this one are the two crista terminali as musculi pectinity. And septal wall there is a opening of this fossa ovalis, limbus fossa ovalis and annulus ovalis. So this one are the opening of this septal wall. Now one by one I will take the sinus venorum first. So you see this interior of this right atrium. These structures are the interior of this right atrium. So when interior of this right atrium consists of this proper smooth part known as the sinus venorum and anterior of part known as the atrium proper. This one are the anterior of portion and this one are the posterior sinus venorum are the posterior smooth part, which also include the right auricle. These two parts are separated by a smooth muscles reached the crista terminalis. Here you can see this crista terminalis. This one are the crista terminalis. So this ridge or of the crista terminalis is separate from this anterior part and posterior part. Anterior part are the rough and posterior part are the smooth. So posterior smooth part को क्या बोला था हमने? Sinus venerum. And anterior rough part को क्या बोला? Atrium proper, which also include the right auricle. These two parts are separated by the smooth muscle ridge, name is given the crista terminalis. The sinus venorum receives the termination of this large vein and is developed from this absorption right horn of the sinus venosum. The atrium proper is developed from this right half of this primitive atrium. Now sinus venorum. So sinus venorum में क्या होता है? Opening of the superior vena cava होता है, opening of this inferior vena cava, and opening of this coronary sinus and foramina venarum minimorum and intervenous tubercle. So this one are the present in sinus venorum. First opening of this superior vena cava. So here there is a opening of the superior vena cava. It is situated in the upper and posterior part of this atrium, directed downward and forward and convey the venous blood from the upper half of this body. The opening is not guarded by this any valve. So this one are this superior vena cava opening. It receives the deoxygenated blood from this upper half of this body. Example, upper half का क्या आएगा? Head and neck region, face and upper limb. So this all part there is a deoxygenated blood कहाँ पे आता है? Superior vena cava through right atrium में. Then inferior vena cava कहाँ पे है? Inferior vena cava का opening it is situated in below. This one are the inferior vena cava. So it is situated in lower and posterior part of this atrium, close to the atrial septum. It conveys the venous blood from this lower part of this body, including lower limb, abdomen and thorax. So this deoxygenated blood is received through this inferior vena cava and drained into this right atrium. The opening is guarded by this rudimentary semilunar valve, which is formed by this duplication of this endocardium containing few muscles fibers. Sometimes the valve is contribute in the appearance, rarely it is absent. So this one are the opening of this inferior vena cava. जो valve था उसको दूसरा नाम दिया है eustachian valve. Also it called it the eustachian valve. The valve of this inferior vena cava also called the eustachian valve. It is attached to its convex margin to the anterior wall of this opening. It is concave free margin project into the atrium and present right and left horn. Right horn is continuous with this lower end of this crista terminalis. So here there is a two horn. Right horn है वो crista terminalis से continuous है. So this portion, this one are the crista terminalis. So right horn it is continuous lower end of this crista terminalis, and left horn which is with the anterior limb of this limbus fossa ovalis. So here there is a limbus fossa ovalis. So this one are this limbus fossa ovalis. So यहाँ पे आएगा left horn. So ये वाला है opening हो गया inferior vena cava opening. Now opening of this coronary sinus. This one. A small opening name is given this opening of this coronary sinus है वो कहाँ पे होता है? Inferior vena cava के बीच में एंड राइट एट्रोवेंट्रिकल ओरिफिक दोनों के बीच में. तो ये वाला है inferior vena cava. This opening are this tricuspid वाला और the atrioventricular orific दोनों के बीच में आएगा opening of this coronary sinus. In the lower part of this interatrial septum, the opening is guarded at its lower margin by the incomplete semilunar valve known as the Thebesian valve. So eustachian valve कहाँ पे था? Inferior vena cava में. और ये कौन सा valve था? Thebesian valve. This valve is developed from this lower part of this right venous valve. Just above the opening of this coronary sinus lies the atrioventricular node. तो AV node कहाँ पे होता है? कोरोनरी साइनस के ऊपर. यहाँ पे एक ट्राइंगल होता है, वो ट्राइंगल का नाम दिया है ट्राइंगल ऑफ कोक्स. उसकी बाउंड्री क्या है? एंटीरियरली टेंडन ऑफ टोडेरो, सुपीरियरली टेंडन ऑफ टोडेरो, लेटरली आएगा ट्राइकस्पिड वाल की ओपनिंग ऑफ दिस ट्राइकस्पिड वाल, and medial inferiorly आएगा coronary sinus opening. This triangle name is given this triangle of Cox. Now for तो ये वाला हो गया coronary sinus. और यहाँ पे जो small opening है उसका नाम है foraminum venorum minimarum. So foraminum venorum minimarum, it is nothing but there is a minimum opening, minute opening of the vena cordis minimis. वहाँ पे छोटे छोटे ओपनिंग होता है. किसके ओपनिंग होते हैं छोटे छोटे? वीना कोर्डिस मिनिमी. फोरामिना वेनोरम, it is nothing but there is a minute opening of this vena cordi minimis, more numerous in septal wall. Anterior cardiac vein and sometimes the right marginal vein open into the atrium proper for the foramina venorum. वहाँ पे anterior cardiac vein and right marginal vein open हो रही है. So this small opening name is given this vena cordis minimi or foramina venerum minimarum. Now intervenous tubercle. Intervenous tubercle, it is small conical muscular projection. वो क्या है? Muscular projection है. कैसा है? Conical muscular projection immediately below the opening of the superior vena cava. जहाँ पे superior vena का opening है उसके नीचे यहाँ पे आएगा small muscular opening projection. Small muscular projection name is given this intervenous tubercle. Intervenous tubercle, it is small conical muscular projection immediately below the opening of the superior vena cava. The tubercle is scattered visible in men and more prominent in quadriceps animals. So scarcely visible in men and more prominent in quadruped animals. So tubercle regulate the blood flow of the superior vena cava. उसका मतलब क्या है? Probably the tubercle regulate the blood flow of the superior vena cava. ये वाला हो गया inferior intervenous tubercle. So ये सब कहाँ पे दिखा आपने? साइनस वेनरम में. साइनस वेनरम में आपने देखा सुपीरियर वेना का ओपनिंग, inferior vena cava का opening, then opening of this coronary sinus, then there is a foramina venerum minimarum and intervenous tubercle. These 5 structures you can see in this sinus venerum. So sinus venerum कहाँ पे था? posterior smooth part में. तो एट्रियम के 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड हो रहे थे. पोस्टीरियर स्मूथ पार्ट का नाम हमने क्या बोला? साइनस वेनोरम. और एंटीरियर रफ पार्ट है उसका नाम हमने क्या बोला? एट्रियम प्रोपर. नाउ एट्रियम प्रोपर, ये जो वाला पार्ट है रफ पोर्शन, हियर देयर इज ए रफ पोर्शन, ये पोस्टीरियर पार्ट है. दिस वन आर द रफ पार्ट ऑफ दिस एंटीरियर पार्ट. नेम इज गिवन दिस एट्रियम प्रोपर. उसमें है क्रिस्टा टर्मिनलिस एंड क्रिस्टा टर्मिनल मस्कुली पैक्टिनिटी. First, you can see this crista terminalis. So this one are the crista terminalis. So crista terminalis, it is nothing but smooth muscles ridge है. It extends from this upper part of this atrium proper and pass laterally in front of this opening of the superior vena cava. So this one are the crista terminalis. The ridge runs downward along the right wall of the atrium conyxally externally with the sulcus terminalis and below by joining with this right horn of this wall of this inferior vena cava. The crista terminali, it is a remnant of this upper part of this right venous wall. वो क्या है? remnant है इसका upper part of this right venous wall का. So crista terminalis क्या है? smooth muscular ridge है. कहाँ से कहाँ तक extend हो रही है? upper part of this atrium septum and pass laterally in front of this opening of this superior vena cava and round the right side of this opening. The ridge run downward along the right wall of this atrium, coincide externally with the sulcus terminalis and end below by the joining with this right horn of this wall of this inferior vena cava. The crista terminalis is a remnant of this upper part of this right venous wall. So ये हुआ क्रिस्टा टर्मिनालिस. पूरा जो यहाँ से एक्सटेंड हो रही है superior vena cava up to this inferior vena cava. The पूरी जो ridge है, the ridge name is given this. These are the muscular ridge name is given this. Smooth muscle ridge है उसका नाम दिया हमने crista terminalis. Now musculi pectinity, जो ये वाला पार्ट है name is given this musculi pectinity. So musculi pectinity, it is comb like structures. Parallel muscular ridge which is passed forward from the crista towards the right atrioventricular orifice. So these are the comb-like structures. Name is given this musculi pectinity. उसके जो fibers हैं, it is क्या करता है? Network in this inferior interior of this right atrium, the right auricle. The right auricle appendage is a potential site for the foraminal formation of this thrombi, which is dislodged can result in pulmonary embolism. So these one are the musculi pectinati. It is the comb-like structures of these muscles network in the interior of this right auricle. So right auricular appendage it is potential site for the formation of this thrombi, which is low, the dislodge can result in pulmonary embolism. So ये वाला पार्ट हुआ राइट ओरिकल का और वहाँ पे आता है मस्कुली पेक्टिनिटी. So these are the atrium proper में दो चीज़ आपने देखी, sulcus terminalis, this one are the crista, sorry sulcus नहीं crista terminalis, second one there is a musculi pectinity and auricle. So right auricular appendage it is a potential site for the formation of this thrombi. Now right side of this interatrial septum present the features. जो interatrial septum है वहाँ पे क्या क्या features होते हैं? This one are the interatrial septum. So here there is a fossa ovalis is present. This one are the fossa ovalis. उसके ऊपर वाला जो margin है name is given this limbus fossa ovalis. Now what is fossa ovalis? So आपने development of this heart देखा ना? So it is oval depression above to the left of this opening of this inferior vena cava. कौन सी depression है? और oval depression है. कहाँ पे होती है? Left of the opening of this inferior vena cava. The floor of this fossa in this and formed by the septum premium. So this one are the fossa ovalis. So it is opening, oval shape opening or the depression name is given this fossa ovalis. उसके ऊपर जो margin है, this one are this boundary. It is formed by this limbus shape. So limbus fossa ovalis. So उसका दूसरा नाम annulus ovalis भी बोलते हैं. Limbus fossa ovalis और annulus ovalis. It is sickle shape sharp. उसका shape कैसा है? Sickle shape है. फोसा ओवलिस का शेप कैसा था? ओवल शेप था. तो लिम्बस फोसा ओवलिस का शेप कैसा है? शेप सिकल शेप शार्प मार्जिन which surround the upper anterior and posterior margin of this fossa ovalis. The anterior limb of this limbus is continuous with this left horn of this wall of this inferior vena cava. The limbus is developed from this lower free margin of the septum secundum. So this one are this limbus fossa ovalis. These are the formation of this septum secundum. So the lower free margin of the septum secundum से form हो रहा है limbus fossa ovali. Now तीसरा हमको आपने दिख रहा है यहाँ पे ट्राइंगल. इस ट्राइंगल का नाम है ट्राइंगल ऑफ कोक्स. वो क्या है उसका इम्पोर्टेंस? ट्राइंगल ऑफ दिस कोक्स इट इज एरिया बाउंडेड इन फ्रंट by the base of this septal leaflet of the tricuspid wall, behind by the atriomedial margin of the opening of this coronary sinus, and above by the tendon of this todero. So these one are the three structures. Opening of this coronary sinus, above by the tendon of this todero, and anteriorly there is a intertricuspid leaflet or the tricuspid wall. So this one are the triangle shape area. Name is given this triangle of Cox. It is subcardinal ridge. Tendon of Todero क्या है? Subendocardial ridge है. Extend dorsally from this central fibrous body to left horn of the wall of this inferior vena cava. AV node in this triangle and ventrocaudal to the node lies membranous part of this ventricle septum. So atrioventricular septum. वहाँ पे क्या होता है? AV node होता है. So this triangle of this course is formed anteriorly. There is a above there is a tendon of Todero. Anteriorly there in front there is a tricuspid wall and below there is a opening of this coronary sinus and this triangle is formed. Name is given this triangle of Cox. वहाँ पे AV node होता है. Triangle of this Cox there is a triangular AV node. In this triangle there is a node. So when ventrocaudal node lies the membranous part of this ventricular septum, atrioventricular septum. Now second one are the torus aorticus. It is an elevation in the anterosuperior part of the septum and is caused by the bulging of this right posterior aortic sinus, non-coronary sinus of this ascending aorta. Name is given this torus aorticus. यहाँ पे आता है. This part here there is a torus एओर्टिकस, यहाँ पे लिखा ही है देखो, दिस वन आर द टोरस एओर्टिकस। वो क्या है? टोरस एलिवेशन है, वन टाइप ऑफ दिस एलिवेशन। कहाँ पे आता है? एंटीरो सुपीरियर पार्ट ऑफ दिस सेप्टम, एंड इट इज कोज्ड बाय द बल्जिंग ऑफ दिस राइट पोस्टीरियर एओर्टिक साइनस ऑफ द एसेंडिंग एओर्टा। एसेंडिंग एओर्टा का वहाँ पे एओर्टिक साइनस होता है राइट साइड का, सो वहाँ पे ओपन होता है, इसलिए वहाँ पे बल्जिंग हो रहा है राइट एट्रियम में। सो दिस वन आर द elevation in this anterior superior part of this septum and is caused by the bulging of this right posterior aortic sinus of the ascending aorta. Now 25% of this normal subject valvular opening may be found extend upward and to the left from the upper part of this fossa ovalis. It pass under cover of this limbus fossa ovalis and communicate with the left atrium. It is known as the probopatency of this foramina oval, and significant that anatomically the foramen oval remain open although the physiologically it is closed. Now atrium proper. Atrium proper, it communicate with right ventricle through the right atrioventricular orifice. So these are the communicate with this एक वाला पोर्ट है पोर्शन है राइट वेंट्रिकल का, ये वाला पोर्शन है राइट एट्रियम में, और इन दोनों के बीच में जो वाल है ओपनिंग है ट्राइकस्पिड वाल, नेम इज गिवन दिस एट्रियोवेंट्रिकुलर ओरिफिक. So atrioventricular orifice opening is oval in shape, permitted usually the tip of 3 fingers and guarded by the tricuspid valve. This area of the right atrium is known as the vestibule of this tricuspid valve. So area को हमने नाम दिया है vestibule of this tricuspid valve. The plan of this orifice is almost vertical, so the blood flow almost horizontally from the right atrium to right ventricle. तो उसका जो flow है right atrium में से right ventricle में जाता है. So one way होता है. So here there is a complete the interior structures of the right atrium. Now right ventricle. So right ventricle में आपको क्या क्या देखना है? External features of this right ventricle, then interior of this right ventricle. So right ventricle is situated in front and to the left side of this right atrium. So ये वाला जो part है right ventricle का. So right ventricle का left side पे आएगा right atrium में से 2/3 of this sternocostal surface and most of this inferior border and 1/3 of this diaphragmatic surface of this heart. So on cross section, when interior of this right ventricle is semilunar, whereas that of this left ventricle is circular. Because the ventricular septum bulged with this convexity toward the right ventricle, the musculature of the right ventricle is thinner than that of this left ventricle. So left ventricle की जो muscles हैं, cardiac muscles more thicker होते हैं than the right ventricle. And the proportion of the thickness between the right and left is 1:3. 3 टाइम ज़्यादा ग्रेटर होता है राइट साइड का. ये वाला राइट वेंट्रिकल है, उसकी जो मसल थिकनेस है उससे कम होती है लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल के. ये वाला पार्ट है लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल. सो दिस वन आर द 3 टाइम मोर थिकर देन द राइट साइड. Sternocostal surface, it is related with this sternum and the ribs separated only by the 3 layer of this pericardium, forming the area of this cardiac dullness. Above and the lateral to the cardiac dullness overlaid by the left lung and pleura. Inferior surface में आएगा central part of this diaphragm separated by this pericardium. And posterior surface में उसका relation है ventricular septum which is convex to the right. So these one are the right external features of the right ventricle. Now interior of this right ventricle. So right ventricle divide into these two part, inflowing part and outflowing part. इनफ्लुएंट पार्ट जहाँ से राइट एट्रियम में से ब्लड आ रहा है राइट वेंट्रिकल में, वो वाला पोर्शन को हमने बोला इनफ्लुएंग पार्ट. वहाँ पे आएगा ट्रेबिकुलर कार्निया एंड आउटफ्लोइंग पार्ट में आएगा इन्फंडिबुलम. सो इट इज डिवाइड इनटू दिस टू पार्ट. राइट वेंट्रिकल इज डिवाइड इनटू टू पार्ट, इनफ्लोइंग एंड आउटफ्लोइंग पार्ट. So this when you can see in the cross section, so there is a two parties even. इनफ्लोइंग पार्ट में जो रेजिस ब्रेजिस एंड पिलर एंड टू ओरिफिक है, राइट एट्रोवेंट्रिकल और द ट्राइकस्पिड ओरिफिक एंड पल्मोनरी ओरिफिक. दिस वन आर द इंटीरियर ऑफ दिस राइट वेंट्रिकल, दिस पोर्शन. सो दिस वन आर द इनफ्लोइंग पोर्शन, ट्राइकस्पिड वाल में से ब्लड आएगा राइट वेंट्रिकल में, और आउटफ्लोइंग पार्ट पल्मोनरी ट्रंक में, यहाँ से ब्लड बाहर जाएगा. सो इनफ्लोइंग पार्ट है वो रफ है, आउटफ्लोइंग पार्ट है वो स्मूथ है. सो इनफ्लोइंग पार्ट एंड आउटफ्लोइंग पार्ट ऑफ दिस right ventricle. So interior of this right ventricle divide into this two portion, inflowing and outflowing. So interior of this right ventricle consists of this first inflowing part. This one are the rough part, inflowing tract, and ventricular proper, and the outflowing part are the smooth part, which is known as this conus arteriosus or infundibulum. Infundibulum किसको बोल रहे हैं outflowing part को. So right ventricle का interior, when you can see this interior right ventricle has a two part. Inflowing are the rough part, ventricle proper, and outflowing are the smooth part, which is known as the conus arteriosus. The inflowing tract receive the blood from the right atrium. उसका ब्लड कहाँ से आता है? राइट एट्रियम में से. राइट एट्रियम में से थ्रू द एट्रियोवेंट्रिकुलर ओरिफिक और द ट्राइकुस्पिड वाल्व में से ब्लड आएगा, थ्रू आएगा राइट एट्रियम में स्मूथ पोर्शन में. सो द राइट एट्रियोवेंट्रिकुलर ओरिफिक, the outflowing tract eject the blood from this ventricular apex into the pulmonary trunk for the pulmonary orifice. तो ब्लड आ रहा है ट्राइकस्पिड वाल्व थ्रू राइट वेंट्रिकल में प्रॉपर में, और फिर आउटफ्लोइंग पार्ट में कौन सा ओरिफिक है? पल्मोनरी ओरिफिक टू ब्लड जाएगा लंग्स में. सो ये हुआ आउटफ्लोइंग पार्ट, स्मूथ पोर्शन. द कॉनस आर्टेरियोसस with its outflow orifice is situated above in front and to the left side of this inflow tract. Therefore, the blood of this inflow tract during this ejection for the outflow tract make the roughly. The inflow tract is developed from this right part of this primitive ventricle, and outflow tract it is remnant of this right part of this bulbous cordis. The supraventricular crest intervening between the inflow and outflow tract. So यहाँ पे दो पार्ट में डिवाइड हो रहा है, इनफ्लो एंड outflow. Now orific. So some features of the inflow tract. First there is a inflow tract का जो पार्ट है, so उसमें क्या है? राइट एट्रोवेंट्रिकुलर ओरिफिक. उसका दूसरा नाम हमने क्या बोला? ट्राइकस्पिड वाल्व. सो ट्राइकस्पिड वाल्व का नाम है राइट एट्रोवेंट्रिकुलर ओरिफिक. इट इज समवॉट ओवल. उसका शेप कैसा है? ओवल अथवा तो सर्कुलर है इन आउटलाइन, इन डिपेंड अपॉन द फेज ऑफ दिस कार्डियक साइकिल्स, and is oriented almost vertically, making the angle about 45 degree with the sagittal plane. But so this one are the orific. Name is given this atrioventricular orific. At the ventricular apex, the circumference of this opening on the average varies between this 10 cm to and 12 cm. The tricuspid valve complex guarded the right atrioventricular orific. The valve complex include the atrioventricular orific, tricuspid annulus, leaflet, cups of the tricuspid valve, coda tendini, and papillary muscles. These are the features of this tricuspid valve. Now, what is the tricuspid annulus? Is a collagenous ring succeeding the orific where the base of these cups are attached. The lamina fibrous of these cups is continuous with this collagen tissue of the annulus. The annulus is composed of this anterior and posterior rims of this collagen tissue known as the fila coronaria, both of which are attached to the right fibrous trigone. So these are the tricuspid annulus. Now leaflet cups. Leaflet or the cups, यहाँ पे लिखा है. This one are the cups. You see, this one are the conus medullary tricuspid valve. It is the anterior cups, septal cups, and posterior cups. So this one are the leaflet cups, divided into this anterior, septal, and posterior cups. So leaflet cups has a three. The leaflet cups or leaflet or the cups has a three and are named anterior, posterior, and septal according to their attachment to the annulus. Actually, the leaflet form a continuous culture close to the annulus and the project into the ventricular cavity. An individual leaflet. The anterior leaflet is the largest and the septal is smallest. Anterior कैसी है? Largest है. Septal leaflet है, smallest है. And posterior है वो intermediate size की है. Posterior one it is the intermediate size. The junction between this leaflet are represented by the deep indentation concomitant, and these are the name as a atrioseptal, anteroseptal, posteroseptal, and anteroposterior commissural. anteroseptal, posteroseptal and anteroposterior commissure. The fan-shaped coda tendini are attached to the commissure. So coda tendini कहाँ पे attach होता है? Commissioners के साथ. The anterior leaflet है attach होते हैं upper margin of the annulus and extend medially across the membranous part of the ventricular septum to meet the septal leaflet at the anteroseptal commissure. So this one are this anterior leaflet. The septal leaflet है extend from this muscular part to the membranous part of this ventricular septum after an angulation and reaches the anteroseptal commissure. So this one are this formation of this septal leaflet. Now last one there is a posterior leaflet. It attaches almost horizontally to the lower margin of this annulus and extend from this anteroposterior to the posterior septal commissure. So this one are the three leaflet, anterior, septal and posterior leaflet. Now these are the shape each leaflet is formed by this reduplication and endocardial containing the lamina fibrosa. So this one are this leaflet. Three margin of this posterior leaflet present usually two cleft which subdivide into leaflet into three scale of small fan-shaped coda and attached to the cleft. Therefore, according to the depth of this indentation affecting the leaflet, they are the name is the commissure. So cleft and notches, commissure, cleft and notches. Now coda tendini. You see this one are the coda tendini. So here there is a papillary muscles and this one are this coda tendini. So this one are the coda tendini. These are the endothelial cover collagen thread and consist of the two variety, folds and true. The folds coda tendini extend irregularly, connecting the ventricular wall do not deserve importance. In true coda, connect the apical third of these papillary muscles to the free margin ventricular surface of this tricuspid valve complex. So here there is a two type of this coda tendini. Now papillary muscles. So papillary muscles are the three type. So papillary muscles depend upon the presence of this. These are the you see these are the septal papillary muscles, the anterior papillary muscles and posterior papillary muscles. So these posterior papillary muscles, anterior papillary muscles, posterior papillary muscles, septal papillary muscles. So this one are these different papillary muscles are three. The trabecular carnea at the wall of this inflow tract of this rough and present the trabecular carnea, which consists of these ridges, bridges and papillary muscles. So trabecular carnea है जो इन्फ्लोइक पार्ट है वहाँ की जो वॉल है वहाँ पे आता है ट्रेबिकुलर कार्निया. वो कंटेन करता है रिजिस, ब्रिजिस एंड पेपिलरी मसल्स. सो रिजिस आर न्यूमरस इन लिनियर एलिवेशन. रिजिस कैसी होती है? जैसे रिज लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स, वो एलिवेशन है. आउट ऑफ विच सुप्रा वेंट्रिकुलर क्रेस्ट डिजर्व. एंड सेप्टल मेंशन एंड स्पेशल mentioned because it is an embryological remnant of this bulboventricular ridge. Second one are the bridges. So bridges जो है connect the ventricular walls by their end but remain free in the middle. Most of this human heart present a specialized bridges known as the septomarginal trabecular, which extend from the right side of this ventricle septum to the base of this anterior papillary muscles. So trabecular convey the right branch of this atrioventricular bundle. This is presumed so prevent over the distension of this right ventricles. So ये हुआ bridges. Now papillary muscles. So papillary muscle is a conical muscular projection. कैसा है? Conical muscular projection, usually two in number, anterior and posterior. The base of the anterior papillary muscles is attached to the sternocostal surface, close to the septal wall, whereas the septomarginal trabecular usually extend. The posterior papillary muscles जो है posterior, it attaches to the inferior wall of this ventricle. The apical third of these papillary muscles provide the attachment to the chorda tendineae, which is anchored to the tricuspid valve complex. The chorda and the anterior papillary muscles are attached to the anterior and posterior leaflet. So these one are the anterior and posterior papillary muscles. Now features of this outflowing tract, ये वाला portion जो smooth portion है, here you can see this one are the smooth part, ये वाला rough था inflowing ventricle proper, and this one are the smooth part for the outflowing tract. जो आउटफ्लोइंग ट्रैक है उसका नाम दिया है हमने कॉनस आर्टेरियोसस और इन्फंडिबुलम. So infundibulum or the conus arteriosus, it is nothing but outflowing tract of this smooth wall of this truncated and directed upward, backward and to the left, making the obtuse angle with this inflow tract. The apex of this infundibulum present pulmonary orifice which is circular and guarded by these three semilunar cups. दिख रहे हैं ना आपको cups leaf like this one are the three semilunar valve. Name is given this pulmonary valve or the semilunar valve. तो ये वाला पार्ट हुआ स्मूथ पार्ट है, आउटफ्लोइंग पार्ट है, उसका नाम है इन्फंडिबुलम. वहाँ पे क्या होता है, सेमिलुनर कप्स है. सेमिलुनर कप्स का जो उसका शेप है इसलिए उसका नाम दिया सेमिलुनर कप्स और द सर्कुलर वाल्व और द पल्मोनरी वाल्व है इन फ्रंट एंड बिहाइंड. Each cups is attached to the fibrous scallops of this orifice by the convex margin. जो फ्री मार्जिन है कप्स की वो प्रोजेक्ट हो रही है पल्मोनरी ट्रंक में. In fibrous nodule at the center of this free margin, too thin and formed by this reduplication of this endocardial containing lamina fibrous which extend from this nodule to the scallop. So ये वाला पार्ट है सेमिलुनर वाल्व. Now second है second various the rough portion है of the trabecular cardia. So the inflow of this blood during the distole. The smooth wall conus arteriosus increase the velocity during the ejection phase of this systole. ये वाला पार्ट हुआ इंटीरियर ऑफ दिस राइट वेंट्रिकल. सो यहाँ पे आपने क्या क्या देखा, इनफ्लोइंग एंड आउटफ्लोइंग. इनफ्लोइंग रफ में ट्राइकस्पिड वाल है, दिस वन आर द सेप्टल वॉल कप्स, यहाँ पे रिजिस ब्रिजिस एंड पेपिलरी मसल्स है. ये वाला पार्ट है स्मूथ पोर्शन, आउटफ्लोइंग पार्ट सेमिलुनर वाल, पल्मोनरी ट्रंक. सो दिस वन आर द इंटीरियर ऑफ दिस राइट. नाउ लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल. सो लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल जो है वो एक्सटर्नल फीचर्स, फर्स्ट एक्सटर्नल फीचर्स ये वाला पार्ट है लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल. लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल इज कॉनिकल इन शेप, circular on cross section and its musculature is 3 times thicker than that of this right ventricle and measurement about 1 gem3. जो उसका थिकनेस है, मस्कुलर थिकनेस राइट वेंट्रिकल से कितना 3 गुना ज़्यादा थिक है. उसका शेप कैसा है, कॉनिकल शेप है एंड वो 1/3 ऑफ दिस स्टर्नोकोस्टल सरफेस फॉर्म करता है. मोस्ट ऑफ दिस लेफ्ट सरफेस पे वो फॉर्म करेगा एंड 2/3 ऑफ दिस inferior superior of this heart. The muscles of this left ventricle is thin at the apex of this heart. At the aortic vestibule, muscles are mostly replaced by the fibrous tissue. So this one are the left ventricle. उसका extend कहाँ से कहाँ तक है? Externally, left ventricle is separated from this mediastinal surface of this left lung by the pericardium, left phrenic nerve, and the pericardiophrenic vessels in mediastinal pleura. Now interior of this right ventricle. Interior of this left ventricle. Inflowing tract and outflowing tract. Inflowing आएगा left atrioventricular orifice, trabecular cardia. Outflowing tract में आएगा aortic vestibulus and semilunar valve. तो उसमें दो पार्ट में डिवाइड करता है इंटीरियर ऑफ दिस लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल, इनफ्लोइंग ट्रैक एंड सेकंड वन इज ए आउटफ्लोइंग ट्रैक. नाउ फर्स्ट यू सी interior structures of this left ventricle. So interior of this left ventricle is divided into this inflowing tract and outflowing. Left atrioventricular orifice and this mitral valve complex. So आएगा यहाँ पे आएगा लेफ्ट एट्रियम, दिस वन आर द लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल. तो ये जो ओरिफिक है दिस वन आर द mitral valve और द anterior cuffs. So this one are the mitral valve. So left atrioventricular orifice is name is given this mitral. क्यों उसको mitral बोला? उसका दूसरा नाम bicuspid भी बोलते हैं. Bicuspid उसमें 3 कप्स थे राइट एट्रोवेंट्रिकुलर ओरिफिस में. यहाँ पे 2 ही कप्स है इसलिए उसको bicuspid बोलते हैं. और 3 कप्स है इसलिए उसका नाम दिया tricuspid. Left atrioventricular orifice is somewhat smaller than the right orifice, and it means circumference varies between the 7 to 9 centimeter. The left and the right orifice lies particularly in the same plan, but the former is situated slightly posterior superior to the latter. Now, what is the mitral valve complex? Mitral valve complex is including this mitral annulus, leaflet of this mitral valve. Leaflet of this mitral valve. So this one are this mitral valve complex, including this mitral valve annulus and leaflet of this mitral valve. Now trabecular cornea. What is the trabecular cornea? You see in this diagram, this one are the trabecular cornea and this one are the mitral valve complex, leaflet and cups. And this one are the trabecular cornea. So trabecular cornea, these are the more numerous and the prominent than that of this right ventricle. The papillary muscles are two, anterior and posterior, and the anterior arise from this sternocostal surface and the posterior from this diaphragmatic surface. And chorda tendini of each papillary muscles are connected to the both leaflet of this mitral valve. So due to this contraction of these muscles, there is opening and closing of this valve. So mitral, in the initial phase of the ventricular diastole, the opening of this mitral valve takes place passively, since the pressure of the collected arterial blood is higher than that of these empty ventricular chambers. The ventricular pressure rise, the mitral valve leaflet float and partially occlude the opening because the blood eddied back. In the interval between the ventricular wall, the mitral leaflet valve are reopened by the active contraction of the arterial muscles until the ventricular filling is complete. When the mitral leaflet float again to narrow the opening with the onset of this ventricular systole, the arterial surface of the rough zone of this mitral leaflet are tightly opposed by the guarded contraction of these papillary muscles and by the increased tension of this chorda tendini. The shape of this mitral orifice becomes the crescentic at the highest of the systole. The base of this anterior leaflet from the concave side and that of this posterior leaflet convex side of the crescentic. So this one are the inflowing part of this left ventricle. Now what is the outflowing? A wala portion. This one are the outflowing part. Here there is opening of this ascending aorta, arch of aorta. So this one are the outflowing part of this left ventricle. So outflowing part कैसा होता है? Smooth होता है. वहाँ पे होता है known as the aortic vestibule. It is smooth wall, truncated conical, and it is situated above in front of this, slightly to the right of the mitral orifice. The posterior wall of the vestibule is formed by this subaortic crurium. So this one are the ventricular surface of this clear zone of this anterior leaflet of the mitral valve. The aortic vestibule is mostly fibrous and the muscle tissue is scanty. एओर्टिक जो वेस्टिब्यूल है ओपनिंग है वो मोस्टली फाइब्रस है, वहाँ पे मसल टिश्यू स्कैंटी और कम है. Summit of this vestibule is occupied by the aortic annulus and guarded by the 3 semilunar cups, one in front and 2 behind. Here there is a opening of this semilunar valve, also named given this aortic valve. The aortic cups are similar to the cups, thicker than the pulmonary cups. Aortic cups है वो pulmonary cups जैसी होती है, पर it is more thicker than the pulmonary cups. So this one are the outflowing part. Here there is a aortic or semilunar valve, aortic valve or the semilunar valve. So ये वाला part हुआ interior of this left ventricle. Now interior of this like a valve of this heart. So interior of this left atrium जो है लेफ्ट एट्रियम में तो बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रक्चर नहीं है. व्हेन यू कैन सी दिस लेफ्ट एट्रियम हियर देयर इज ए इंटीरियर पर्सन लेफ्ट एट्रियम में, तो पोस्टीरियर वॉल ऑफ द लेफ्ट एट्रियम है, सेप्टल वॉल आएगा वहाँ पे, फिर जो फोसा ओवलिस था उसका ऑपोजिट सरफेस वहाँ पे आपको दिखेगी. सो डेवलपमेंट ऑफ दिस लेफ्ट एट्रियम कहाँ से डेवलप हो रहा था? पोस्टीरियर पार्ट इज डेवलप फ्रॉम दिस endocardial cushion, single pulmonary vein, which is subsequently septal into the foreguard. So, an anterior part including the left auricle is developed from this left half of this primitive atrium. So, ये वाला part हुआ left atrium में. The wall of this heart. So, जो valve है, कितने valves आपने देखा? एट्रियोवेंट्रिकुलर वाल्व. कितने टाइप के थे एट्रियोवेंट्रिकुलर वाल्व? 2 टाइप के थे. फर्स्ट एट्रियम और वेंट्रिकल 3 कप्स थे, इसलिए उसका नाम दिया हमने ट्राइकस्पिड वाल्व. और जो दूसरा जो था सेमिल्यूनर वाल्व था, वो 2 टाइप के था. सेमिल्यूनर वाल्व इज इंक्लूडिंग इन दिस एओर्टिक ओरिफिक में था तो एओर्टिक वाल्व बोला, और पल्मोनरी ओरिफिक में था तो उसका नाम हमने दे दिया पल्मोनरी ओरिफिक और द पल्मोनरी वाल्व. So this one are this valve of this heart. Mainly there is a 4 valve, aortic valve and pulmonary valve. Then tricuspid valve and mitral valve. So ये वाला हुआ valve of this major valve of this heart. You see in this diagram, this one are the tricuspid, this one are the bicuspid valve, this one are the pulmonary and sorry this one are this pulmonary valve and this one are this aortic valve. So ये हुआ valve of this heart. Atrioventricular valve. First there is a atrioventricular valve. So atrioventricular valve, here you can see this detailed part of this atrioventricular valve. This one are the septal cups, this one are these posterior cups, and ये वाली हुए anterior cups. ये वाला है anterior papillary muscles. This one are the septal papillary muscles, and this one are the posterior papillary muscles. So anterior papillary muscle, septal papillary muscle, and posterior papillary muscle attached with this by this chorda tendinum. ये वाला पार्ट है chorda tendinum, और ये वाली है cups. cups 3 टाइप के हैं, एंटीरियरली, पोस्टीरियर एंड सेप्टल. उसके साथ जो मसल अटैच है वो एंटीरियर पेपिलरी मसल्स के साथ एंटीरियर कप्स के साथ अटैच है. इन बिटवीन देयर इज ए chorda tendinum. So ये वाला हुआ एट्रियोवेंट्रिकुलर वाल्व. Semilunar valve. Here you can see this half moon shape. This one are this semilunar valve. So this also you can see in aortic valve and pulmonary valve. Valve of this. Now auscultatory area. Here you can auscultate the sound. So aortic जो है mitral valve है. Here you can auscultate this fifth intercostal space. This one are this mid clavicular line की laterally. So this one are the mitral valve auscultation point. This one are the tricuspid valve auscultative point. यहाँ पे आएगा mitral tricuspid valve, either here or here. Here there is a pulmonary valve auscultative portion or the pulmonary valve. Here there is a aortic valve auscultation. So this one are the auscultative area of this 4 valve: tricuspid, mitral, and tricuspid valve, mitral valve, and the electroconducting system made up of the myocardium. So specialized cardiac muscles cells that carry the impulse through the heart musculature, signaling the chambers to the contraction in this proper square. So this one are the skeletal muscles or the electroconducting system of this myocardium. Now what is the SA node or the pacemaker? So pacemaker guaranteed impulse 17 to 100 beats him lies in atriocaval junction. Here there is a location of this SA node on the right atrium. So here there is a present the SA node. So SA node, it is the atrio pacemaker generating impulse 17 to 100 beats per minute, lies in atrioventricular junction. Impulse travel through the atrial wall to reach the AV node, and impulse also reach to the AV node via the internodal pathway. So ये हुआ SA node. AV node. AV node, it is smaller than the SA node, situated in the lower and dorsal part of the interatrial septum, just above opening of this coronary sinus. उसके जो बीट्स है 40 to 60 बीट्स पर मिनट, ये वाली. Now conducting system of this heart. So atrioventricular bundle, also bundle of His, bundle of specialized cardiac muscles fiber originate in AV node, branches into the right and left branch, eventually become the Purkinje fibers, extend into the wall of this ventricle and papillary muscles of this heart. So conducting system from SA node for the AV bundle, the bundle of this is into the interventricular septum. The AV bundle is only musculature connection between the atrial and ventricle. Divide the right and left bundle branch. So become endocardial branch or the Purkinje fibers. In contraction being at the apex. So you see this diagram, there is a right atrium, left ventricle, left atrium, so SA node, there is AV node, and this is a bundle of this is, this one are the anterior view of this frontal section. So SA node कहाँ पे present है? Right atrium में. These are the sino-aortic node or the SA node. Here there is a AV node present the septal wall or the interventricular septum, atrioventricular node. AV node जहाँ पे triangle of Koch हमने बोला था वहाँ पे AV node present है. ये वाला है atrioventricular bundles of the His. This one are the bundle of this His. तो यहाँ से और यहाँ से जाएगा bundle of His में. उसके बाद फोर्थ है राइट एंड लेफ्ट बंडल ब्रांच. सो ये वाली है राइट एंड लेफ्ट बंडल ब्रांच, राइट साइड एंड लेफ्ट बंडल ब्रांच. ये वाला पार्ट है बंडल ऑफ His और उसमें डिवाइड हो रहा है राइट एंड लेफ्ट बंडल ब्रांच. फिफ्थ है Purkinje fibers, लास्ट में आएगा Purkinje fibers. So these one are the complete the conductive system from SA node to the AV node to the bundle of His, then the right and left bundle branch to the Purkinje. Complete the conducting system. Now clinical anatomy. When defect in conductive system, there is a development of this cardiac arrhythmia. Whole conductive system if there is a damage the right coronary artery except for a part of this left branch of this AV bundle supplied by the left coronary. So these one are the A, P, R, Q, S and T. These are the formation of this ECG. So RP wave कहाँ से आता है? Impulse spread across the atrial contraction. R जो wave है QRS, these are the impulse spread to the ventricle triggering ventricular contraction से. और जो T wave है ventricular return to the resting state. This one you can see during this EC electrocardiogram. ECG बोलते electrocardiogram. So these one are the ECE. Now chambers with embryological changes added, fetal in pink and postnatal is blue. So you see these are the embryonic development. Fossa ovalis है, left oval उसका नाम दिया है foramen oval. Fetal में foramen oval है, adult में fossa ovalis है. Two atria divide by the interatrial septum. Left over from this fetal hole is in septum. The fossa ovalis है, यहाँ पे आएगा fossa. जो पिंक है वो fetal में दिखेगा, ये वाला adult में है. So blue है right atrium. It is in fetus. Right atrium receives oxygen blood from this through the umbilical cord, मॉम के umbilical cords में से. So blood right to left through the foramen oval, left atrium. Two ventricle divide by the interventricular septum. Right ventricle in fetus pulmonary trunk, high resistance and duct arteriosus shunt blood to the aorta. Ductus arteriosus become the ligamentum anterosum after birth and left ventricle. This they are divided into this fetal and now fetal circulation. In the fetus, right atrium receives oxygen blood from the mom through the umbilical cord to the blood right to left through the foramen oval. Fossa ovalis is the left after it close. The pulmonary trunk has high resistance because the lungs not functionally at and ductus arteriosus shunted blood to the aorta, become the ligamentum arteriosum after the fetal circulation. Two umbilicus artery carries the blood to the placenta. The placenta allow for the exchange of this oxygen and nutrient from the mother. Maternal and fetal blood do not mix. Umbilical vein return the oxygen blood and enter the fetus via the umbilicus. Foramen oval hole between this right and left atrium allow for the blood to bypass the right ventricle and pulmonary circulation. हुआ fetal circulation में ductus arteriosus से small vessels connecting the pulmonary artery and aorta allow for the another bypass route from the lungs. Most of the fetal blood is a mixture of this oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. You see this diagram here. There is a fetal circulation. Blood it is come from this umbilical vein. These are the umbilicals cord में से निकल रही है umbilical vein. It reach up to this liver. Here it is divided into either indirectly inferior vena cava and some other there is a ductus venosus and liver portal vein. It is sometimes drain into this inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava से blood जाएगा right atrium में से right atrium some blood through this fossa ovalis foramen oval में से left atrium में जाएगा. Some blood pass into the right ventricle. राइट वेंट्रिकल में से ब्लड सम पास जाएगा पल्मोनरी ट्रंक में. यहाँ पे लंग फंक्शनिंग नहीं है इसलिए पल्मोनरी ट्रंक में से जो वापस आ रहा है वो भी डिऑक्सीजन ब्लड ही आएगा लेफ्ट एट्रियम में. सो सम आर दिस यूर डायरेक्टली ब्लड इट इज कम फ्रॉम दिस लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल देन हियर देयर इज ए मिक्सिंग ऑफ दिस ब्लड. सो दिस आर द देन ड्रेन इनटू दिस लेफ्ट एट्रियम में से ब्लड आएगा लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में से ब्लड वापस आ रहा है आर्च ऑफ एओर्टा में से. हेड एंड नेक रीजन में देखो यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन ब्लड मिल रहा है और लोअर लिम्ब में मिक्स ब्लड मिल रहा है. सो हियर देयर इज ए लेस डेवलपमेंट ऑफ दिस लोअर लिम्ब इन नेक रीजन. सो व्हाट इज द चेंज आफ्टर द बर्थ? umbilical vein become rounded ligament, umbilical artery become the umbilical ligament. So round ligament फॉर्म हो रहा है umbilical vein में से. umbilical artery क्या फॉर्म हो रही है umbilical ligament में. foramen oval है close after the first few breath. Full closure may take up the 9 month. Ductus arteriosus है contract as soon as the respiration being become the fibrous cord. So ये वाला part है changes after the birth. Now you see these are the changes after the birth. Here there is umbilical vein are the disappear, umbilical artery are disappear, ductus arteriosus disappear. This one are the ductus arteriosus become the ligamentum arteriosum and ductus venosum become this ligamentum venosum. So these are the changes occur after the birth. Umbilical vein become the round ligament and umbilical artery become the umbilical ligament. So these are the changes occur after the birth. Now autonomic innervation. Sympathetic increase the rate and force of this contraction. So these are this sympathetic chain. So near the spinal cord here there is a sympathetic chain. It innervate the sympathetic and parasympathetic innervation. When sympathetic chain increase, there is a rate and force of this contraction derived from this upper 4 to 5 thoracic segment, and this parasympathetic innervation is increased with these branches of this vagus nerve slow the heart rate. So these are the effects occur when there is a sympathetic or parasympathetic activities occur. This innervation name is given this autonomic. The nerve supply of this heart are derived from this cardiac plexus, which is formed by the sympathetic and parasympathetic innervation. The arterial and the conducting system of this heart are the innervated by the both sympathetic and parasympathetic nerve. So ventricular muscle is supplied by only by sympathetic nerve. In cardiac plexus, it is formed by this interlink of these nerve fibers of the nerve cells and is situated at the base of this heart. The plexus consists of these two parts, superficial and deep part. So it has a two parts, superficial cardiac plexus and deep part cardiac plexus. The superficial cardiac plexus है कहाँ पे होता है? Between the arch of aorta and in front of this right pulmonary artery. Arch of this aorta and pulmonary artery के बीच में आता है superficial cardiac plexus. So it present in small cardiac ganglion which form the cell station of this vagal fibers and is situated below the aorta, below the arch of aorta, and on the right side of this ligamentum arteriosum. So this one are the superficial cardiac flexes. It is formed by this cardiac branch of the superior cervical ganglion and the left sympathetic trunk by the lower of the two cervical cardiac branch of the left vagus nerve. So उसकी जो branches है, to the branches to the deep part of this cardiac flexus, then to the right coronary flexus and the left anterior pulmonary flexus. So this one are the superficial cardiac flexus. So ये वाला जो पार्ट है सुपरफिशियल कार्डियक फ्लेक्सिस और ये वाला पार्ट है superficial cardiac flexus, and this one are the deep cardiac flexus. So here this one are the divided into these two parts, superficial cardiac flexus and deep cardiac flexus. जो superficial cardiac flexus है उसकी जो branches है, deep branch of this cardiac flexus to the right coronary flexus and to the left anterior pulmonary flexus. The deep cardiac flexus, it consists of this right and left half situated in the front of this bifurcation of this trachea above the division of this pulmonary trunk and behind the arch of this aorta. जो deep cardiac flexus कैसे form करता है? It is cardiac branch of the superior, middle and inferior cervical ganglion and upper 4 or the 5 thoracic ganglion of this both sympathetic trunk, except the cardiac branch arising from the superior cervical ganglion of the left sympathetic trunk by the cardiac branch of this vagus and the recurrent laryngeal nerve of the both sides, except the lower cervical cardiac branch of the left vagus. उसकी जो branches है फ्रॉम द राइट हाफ एंड द लेफ्ट हाफ, दोनों हाफ में से निकलती है. राइट हाफ में से जो निकलती है ब्रांचेस फ्रॉम द राइट एंटीरियर pulmonary plexus and are continuous with this right coronary plexus. Branches from behind the artery distribute the branches to the right atrium and continue as a left coronary plexus. From the left half connected with the superior cardiac flexus and to the left anterior pulmonary flexus and to the right left atrium. The continues as a left coronary plexus. So right coronary plexus, it is formed partially by the superficial and partly by the right half of the deep cardiac plexus. Left coronary plexus, it is formed by this right and left half of this deep cardiac plexus. So उसका nerve supply है. So this cardiac flexus. You see this diagram, these are the deep cardiac flexus. So deep cardiac flexus, it gives its branches. So उसका situation कहाँ पे है deep cardiac flexus का? Situated in front of this bifurcation of this trachea above the division of this pulmonary trunk and behind the arch of this aorta. So here there is a bifurcation of this trachea, वहाँ पे आएगा deep cardiac flexus. So this one are the nerve supply of this heart. Now I would take the blood supply of this heart in second session. So here there is a complete the class of this nerve supply of this heart and interior structures and external features of this heart. Thank you.